was right at the start of my shift. I was working an overtime shift down in the south end of our county, and the call came out as just a simple missing juvenile. I went to meet with the my juvenile's grandparents, who she lives with, and I learned she went to school that morning and was supposed to go to a basketball game thereafter. When they went to pick her up from the basketball game, they learned she went to school but never made it to the basketball game. So again, I probed all the questions. Is this normal? Does she typically run away? Is she, might she hang in with one of her friends? So everything was just negative. It was just weird why this kid would have gone missing. So I just basically started connecting the dots. I contacted one of the juvenile's best friends in school, and I learned she was at school earlier speaking about meeting up with a guy friend of hers who they were going to have a sleepover at a hotel. Okay. So
Red flag number one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Red flag number one, right?
Huge red flag number one, right. So I'm still, these kids are pretty young. The story was kind of all over the place. So it could have been, a lot of different things going on. So I decided to contact, when speaking with a friend, I learned the only thing that was known about this guy was he was possibly out of Orlando, and his first name starts with a T, possibly Tyler. Other than that, that's all I had to go on. I inquired if she was picked up from the school, and the juvenile's friend said she probably walked up to the Dollar General. So seeing that as my next dot, I went over to the Dollar General, spoke with the store manager so I can view their security footage. Right around when school ended, sure enough, I see her walk into the Dollar General. Now, she does have a cell phone, but the cell phone only works with Wi-Fi. So the second I see her walk in the Dollar General, her phone comes out and she immediately gets on her phone. The manager says they do have Wi-Fi there and it's open to the public, so I assume she connected to the Wi-Fi to start having communication with this unknown guy. I watched her for about 45 minutes in the Dollar General, and nobody ever approached her. Nobody ever spoke with her other than the clerk who inquired about why she is there so long. And he says she's waiting for a ride. So then I really, really got concerned because, this is confirmed by, a store clerk and video footage of her waiting for somebody in the Dollar General.
Wow.
Yeah. After the 45 minutes was up at the Dollar General, I see her look out and almost kind of recognize a vehicle or recognize somebody, and then she walked out and left. Unfortunately, the Dollar General does not have security camera footage outside, so I got no further investigative leads to help me determine on who this guy is. So the only thing I had to go was the fact that she may be in hotels, so I Googled all the hotels in the local area and started going to them one by one.
Oh, gosh. You are the great.
No,
okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Of course, this is hours after the initial call, so the clerks that are working at the hotels are possibly not even the clerks working when she arrived. So to take it a little step further, I started going through all of the daily check-ins one by one. I'm assuming if this person is, driving age and they can rent a hotel, I'm at least looking for a person 18 years or older. But in my gut feeling, I'm looking for a younger male. I didn't really get a feeling I'm looking for an older person. So I'm looking for a younger person, 18 to maybe 30 tops.
And you have the first initial of their name, and that's it at this point.
That's it. And they're possibly out of Orlando. Other than that, that's it. The first hotel I went to, I looked through the daily check-ins, and it was just families, husband, wife, children. None of it really fit. I do this 3 times until I get to the third hotel, and I noticed one of the people that have checked in, their license was printed in a vertical manner, which means they're 21 or under. That was inquisitive. So I got that driver's license number and discovered his name was Tyler, and his address was out of Orlando. So I got a little excited because all of the pieces fit, and he was 22 years of age. So that's ultimately what led to the room they were in.